So today is Saturday, and the Peachtree Road Race was 2 days ago on Thursday, July 4th, and I've had a couple of days to kind of process everything and wanted to kind of reflect on lessons learned from this race. So I did get a 42-second PR, so my new 10K PR is 1 hour 58 seconds. Being a member of the Atlanta Track Club, I was able to get into Wave F with my qualifying time of 1 hour 1 minute and 40 seconds, my previous PR that I set in the members 10K race. I believe it was back in March. Before that, I think my last 10K race and my only other 10K race was 1 hour and 10 minutes or something, so that's a pretty big improvement. I got up Thursday morning at 4 a.m. I did not sleep well the night before. I very rarely sleep well the night before a race, and this was no exception, but I was pretty much wide awake. The second my alarm started buzzing on my wrist, I used my Garmin as an alarm. Race kit was ready, got it on real quick, went downstairs, scarfed down some oatmeal, had a cup of coffee, and before I knew it, it was like 4:45 and had to get out the door and drive to MARTA, so it was still dark. It was a pretty empty train. I got on the second stop from the end of the line, and yeah, it started to fill up as we got there, of course, and when we got there, we kind of walked through. The wheelchair race was about to get started and people were out warming up on the course right there. And when I got to Lenox, there was like a big setup by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and if you downloaded their app, you could go into their little oasis. So it was basically free food, free drinks, and air-conditioned kind of RV porta potty kind of thing, so definitely worth it. And so I had a banana and a muffin and some water and headed out to the start line. So you have to like walk to your wave, and unfortunately my wave was Wave F, and so I think I just missed the cutoff. I think if I would have been in E, I would have gone off to the left and not had to walk so far, but you had to like go down this big hill, up this big hill, and then you're at your start wave. I think it's like 5 minutes between each wave, so it was quite a while. In fact, we were able to watch the women's race finish as we were waiting to move up to our next starting point. Took quite a while. I believe I started at 7:35 officially, so 35 minutes of standing there in that wave. Good news is next year I will qualify for Wave E already. So starting out with the race, one thing that was a huge issue for me was people were walking very soon, and so it was a lot of dodging in that first mile, so that's why my first mile was 9:48. I had set out intending to run around between 9:20 and 9:30 that first mile. It was a bit frustrating and disappointing that I couldn't really get a good start that I wanted. So I will let you watch my video that I took of the race and see how I died spectacularly on the hills, and then we'll talk about it some more. Alright, no PR today. I'm blowing up. It's bad. Getting the heart rate back down. Oh Lord. Dang it. So close.
Just amazing to manage to smile after all that running. It really is the spirit of a champion.
I need to stay here and wait for Mom.
Got one. Thank you. Thank you.
Got it?
Yep.
Someone go ahead and do this dance. I can't do it fast on this one.
Drop me off, baby. Drop me off. Y'all gonna wake up early, but drop me off.
He's like, it's so much work to be on.
Yeah, that one is ill. I don't get to work.
Yeah, but I called one piggy dog. His name was Frank.
Well done, guys. Good finish.
As you can see, I blew up very quickly on those hills. So mile 1, like I said before, was 9:48. Mile 2, feeling great, 9:07. Mile 3, feeling even better at 9:06. And then mile 4 was 10:51. So that was, I think, a combination of cardiac hill and just absolutely blowing up. So I'm asthmatic, and something about running in the city just triggers my asthma so bad. With the breathing issues, with the humidity, with the heat, with the hills, everything. It was all just, and I really think it was that first mile of having to really work to get around everybody, where I was exerting more energy than I should have been, that really got me. So mile 5, 10:44. So again, that's part of that, the Midtown Hills. Mile 6 and the last 0.2 of a mile, 9:24. So proud of finishing strong, proud of pushing through. First lesson learned from this race was that I did way too many park runs that last month leading up to it. I think I did 6 in a row. On those days, those should have been long runs. Those should have been long base runs. And instead, I was pushing it as hard as I could, getting PR after PR in the 5K. Lesson number 2, should have been running more hills. Fortunately, I found a park near my house. I'm actually about to go run there now that has some decent hills, and I should have been running those more. For next year, it's going to be longer base runs, it's going to be hills, and it's going to be just getting out there and hydrating a lot more, getting my heart rate under control, and just a lot more base training, a lot more long runs. So that's the plan. I am stoked about my new PR. I wanted to break 1 hour. So still haven't made the sub 60 minute, but it's on its way. I know it is. So definitely recommend anyone who is in Atlanta, whether you're even needing to walk it, I recommend it. It was such a fun race, and so many people out there being supportive, and the running community is just outstanding around here. There's a reason why Atlanta is called Running City USA, and more people should know that. As always, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share your race experiences, your PRs, and we'll get better yet.